What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, my podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking about a recent current event that's going on in the media right now, and that is Naomi Osaka's fine and withdrawal from the French Open, Roland Garros. So if you don't know much about the story, Naomi Osaka has been dealing with depression and social anxiety since 2018. And as a professional tennis player, if you don't know who Naomi Osaka is, she's the number one women's tennis athlete in the world right now. She's in her early 20s. I don't know her exact age. She's definitely under 25. Really, really athletic, extremely talented. She's won 4 Grand Slams and already one of the best to ever do it at such a very young age. But what's going on right now is that this week is the French Open, and she spoke with the officials of the French Open and the tennis organization and said, hey, look, I cannot do my press appearances. I am going through a lot of depression right now and social anxiety, and if I have to face the media and I have to do these interviews and these press conferences, whatever you want to call them, it's going to severely impact my mental health, and I just can't do it, and I'm really sorry. Well, the Tennis Association, I don't know what it's called. I think it's WPT or, Women's Professional Tennis or World Professional Tennis Association, the NBA, NHL, PGA Tour of Tennis, whatever it's called. I should probably get my facts all in order before I do this, but I think it was just really important to talk about this because I felt called to mention this because it's such an important topic that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to athletes and now, I wouldn't say celebrities' mental health because a lot of people do talk about celebrities and mental health, and obviously a lot of celebrities have been open about their mental health struggles, and I really like seeing, not Naomi's struggle, but I really like seeing this be a covered story. I like that there's a lot of attention on this because mental health is not something that only a few people struggle with. We all have mental health, just like we have physical health. And it's important that we work on preventative measures to circumvent future depression and circumvent future anxiety. And mental health becoming more of just something that is very common among everyone is going to help us be more specific about what mental health really is. Because a while ago, kind of recently, mental health was just depression and anxiety. If you're not depressed and you're not anxious, you don't have any mental health problems. Well, look, we all get self-conscious, we all get excited and anxious, and we all think about the future, or a lot of us get salty about the past, and that creates anxiety and depression. We're all anxious, and we all have some form of depression. It's not just the people that are struggling with mental health. What's the highs without the lows, right? How can you be present if you haven't thought about the future? So I just wanted to give my thoughts on what's going on with the whole Naomi Osaka situation. Back to the story. She told the Tennis Association that she cannot do her interviews, she cannot do her media press because of mental health issues. Well, the Tennis Association decided to fine her $15,000 because Naomi is contractually obligated to do these interviews, to do these press conferences prior to the tournament and after the tournament. Well, Naomi said, look, I don't think this is good for me because it's only going to make my mental health challenges, depression and social anxiety worse. So if you're going to fine me $15,000, I'm just going to withdraw from the tournament. Now, mad respect and mad kudos, and I want to commend and acknowledge Naomi on my YouTube channel. She's never going to see this video, but Naomi, props to you. Thank you for standing up for what's right and for standing up for what you believe in. Because you know what? You know who's really losing in this situation? It's not you. It's the tennis community. Because now we can't watch you win another Grand Slam. And we want to watch you win, okay? So focus on yourself and do what's best for you. And you're doing just that. You are leading by example. You are putting your mental health first. You are putting self-care in front of money and fame and things like that. And you know what? I'm really proud of you. I want to read what you posted on Instagram, but I just realized that I actually deleted Instagram from my phone because I'm taking a social media hiatus again. Now I'm trying to pull it up. Give me 1 second. Naomi, you have a ton of people that are behind you, and I'm super glad and proud that you are doing what's right. And I know I'm repeating myself, but mental health is something that we all struggle with. It's something that we all have to continuously work on and build and nurture and cultivate. And it's something that we all have to be aware of and conscious about. And instead of focusing on how to deal with stress, and instead of focusing on how to deal with depression, let's focus on preventing it, okay? Which is something that I talk a lot about. The subset of mental health that I am very passionate about is preventative mental health. Let's prevent depression. Let's prevent anxiety. How do we do that? Well, first things first, we have to be aware of our thoughts, because our mental health is the relationship that we have with our mind. Okay? Do you talk to yourself positively, or do you talk to yourself negatively? Are you aware of your thoughts? Do you think about the future? Are you living in the past? Or are you living right here in the present moment? I'm reading a book right now called Essentialism by Greg McKeown, and one of the best acronym that I've heard from this book specifically that I want to get tattooed on me is WIN. And it stands for what's important now. Because if you consistently live in the present moment and you're always focusing on right here, right now, it's impossible to be anxious, because you're only anxious when you're thinking about the future. And it's impossible to be depressed, because you're only depressed when you're thinking about the past. So let's focus more on preventing future mental health challenges and episodes by working on how we can circumvent depression and circumvent anxiety. And it really starts with the practice of meditation and the practice of mindfulness and checking in right here, right now. Being with your breath, feeling the beat of your heart, and feeling the blood flowing through your veins. And relaxing and releasing all tension from your shoulders, all tension from your face and your forehead and your jaw and your ears, releasing tension from your neck, releasing tension in your back. And doing this often. Because the more you check in with your body, the more you release tension, the more control you have over your energy. Energy is, science has changed a lot over time. It really has. From, Descartes to Sir Isaac Newton to Albert Einstein to now people like Joe Dispenza. And when it comes to energy, and when it comes to matter, and when it comes to quantum physics, which is the combination of energy and matter as one in the quantum field universe, I think that science today is not going to be the same as science 10, 20, 30 years from now. And it's impossible for me to articulate my thoughts to you as eloquently as possible when I have so many thoughts running in my head. But I'm going to do my best to try to verbalize my last thought 15 seconds ago. But I wanted to preface it with what I just said. When you check in with yourself and you are aware of your heart and you acknowledge those thoughts and you're fully present, okay, your energy is vibrating at a higher frequency, because our body is comprised of atoms and subatomic particles. Our cells are constantly regenerating every single second of every single day. They say that our cells are constantly regenerating so much that in 7 years, at 7 years from now, your entire body is a brand new body than it was 7 years ago. And if you really just break down the matter of our body, our skin, our hair, whatever we have left to it, our teeth, our eyes, our ears, our nose, our mouth, our skin, it's really just energy. Because we're made up of trillions of atoms. And if you break down an atom to the smallest piece of the subatomic particle, the electron, the neutron, and the proton, and you break those down, it's just energy. So being able to control your energy, witness your energy, harness your energy for good. And I don't mean for good to help the world. I mean good to help you. Good to fill your heart with peace and joy. Good to accomplish all your goals and dreams and manifest all the things that are important to you in your life. So back to mental health. I'll put all the scientific shit away for next time. Naomi Osaka, thank you for doing what you're doing. You're setting an incredible example to many people. And it's allowed me to have this conversation about mental health. And if you don't meditate, I encourage you to try. And when you meditate, you say, Zach, I just can't do it. I just can't sit still. I just have too many thoughts going in my head. And I can't sit down with my eyes closed for more than 3 minutes. Well, you know what? You're doing a good job then. Meditation is not supposed to be easy. Meditation is a challenge. One of the hardest things for a man to do is to sit still with his thoughts. And when you practice sitting still with your thoughts and you're continuously aware of your thoughts, you can change your thoughts. You can turn depression into happiness, and you can turn anxiety into peace. So I challenge you to do that right here, right now. And I want to say, as I end this video, that I am not perfect at it. I struggle with this too. Absolutely. It's not easy. It's really not. But teaching is the best way to learn. Thank you so much. If you've watched this entire video, hit subscribe below, like this video, write a comment if you feel called to do that. If not, completely fine too. But shoot me a message on Instagram and let me know that you watched this video. And do what you can with what you got right here, right now.